40 Mbps क्या?
स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट हो गई है। कंसिडर द ऑप्शन। हेलो 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 हेलो। स्क्रीन चली रही है। हेलो 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 हेलो। हेलो 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 हेलो। I'm just checking with the mic, guys, and I'll be starting the stream. Just give me a moment. Okay, so we'll be starting the stream. Just give me a moment. Just a moment, guys. I have to check with the mic because sometimes it glitches. To check with the mic because sometimes it glitches. Okay, the mic is perfectly fine, and we can start the stream. So namaste, hello, and welcome everyone to the stream today. I hope you guys are doing great. And today is Sunday, so we'll be having another Sunday stream where we will be looking forward to the charts and analysis of other things as well. But before that, we will be having this session because we will be looking forward to a project which is KLIMA DAO, right? So we'll be looking forward to this project, and we will see the fundamentals of the project, the vision mission of the project, and what it does in the industry, and what are the use cases and the long-term sustainability and growth initiative for the project as well, right? So these are the things which we will be looking forward to today's session, and let's make it much more informative, guys. Okay, let's start. So as you can see, the current price of Klima DAO is currently trading at 1.99. It's almost $2. Why it is why it is trading on $2? Because the market supply is low. That is why the prices are high and the volume is very good with a good market cap of almost $16 million, right? The market cap is $16 million, and a daily volume of $20,000 is not a bad, it's definitely good. And if you see the total supply, it's almost like 8 million. It is very less. That is why the price of the token is almost like $2, which is very impressive, right? So with this being said, let's quickly have a look into the things as well. The project is basically based on the Polygon chain, and the fees is will be on a very lower side or very cheaper side. So the pieces of transaction will be less in comparison to the project who are made upon Ethereum chain and any other chain as well, right? So the few chains where the pieces are low, I think it's like BSC chain and BNB chain basically, and Polygon chain, and one more is like Arbitrium is introduced recently. These are the 3-4 chains where if the project is made on them, then the pieces are quite low, right? So if you have to do any transaction on those projects from one wallet to another, your fees will be definitely low, right? So let's move on and let's see what the project does and what are the initiatives done by the project. If you see the market cap, and let me just click on the market cap. Here is the market cap. It is not very accurate, but yeah, prices are looking good here. And we have the price data of all time. It's like mm, it's here it is showing like $4,000, and now it's currently trading at $2. So yeah, it's definitely not very accurate, and definitely not true. So let's look into the website of the project and see what the project does, right? So we have to open the website for it, and Klima DAO Finance, and we are on. So this is the website which is in front of us. Looks good, very amazing, and the development, website development is also very interesting. So this is the project Kilma DAO. About app, they have an app also. Carbon mark, love letters, resources, and the website and night mode. Let's make it night mode so it will be much more easier for us, but night mode will be not very effective. So yeah, we have to, the light should come on the face. That's why I'm, making it visible and can move from it. So welcome to KLIMA DAO. Fight climate change and earn rewards with KLIMA, a digital currency backed by real carbon assets. So as you know, with their introduction, it is definitely very clear that they are some looking forward to some environmental change, and they are looking forward to global conditions as well. For example, natural, what do you say, uh, global warming and all, which are, climate change and all, which are affecting the earth as of now, and that is what the project is based on. Fight climate change and earn rewards, but KLIMA, a digital currency backed by real carbon assets. So it sounds very interesting and something new which we have looked into. So let's see what definitely it is, right? And we have learned more. KLIMA DAO is DeFi, decentralized finance, basically, that defies climate change. Okay. KLIMA DAO is the center of a new green economy built on the energy efficient polygon into the cloud. Looking forward to reduce carbon emission, which is done by the mining of these currencies or the or the uh, inventing or mining of these currencies, cryptocurrencies. Basically, when you mine onto the network, it uses the carbon emission. So it emits carbon and then the mining is on, right? So they are definitely looking forward to reduce these kinds of energy and more onto the natural mining system. But how will they do it, or how they are changing this? Let's have a look. Basically, they are built on energy efficient polygon, which is already been in taking an initiative on this earlier, and the polygon chain definitely contributes on a healthy mining eco-friendly system which does not harm the nature very much, right? So that is definitely their motive why they have built their chain, their project on the polygon chain, right? Uses technology to reduce market fragmentation and accelerate the delivery of climate finance sustainability projects globally. DeFi for individuals, DeFi for organization. KLIMA DAO featured on, definitely they are also featured. That is very, very impressive. Bloomberg, Cointelegraph, Forbes. Okay, Forbes is definitely a very big industry, and the publication Nasdaq, The Times, Wired, WSJ, Yahoo Finance. So these are the publications on which KLIMA DAO has already been featured, and it is very interesting to see that the project has already been got a lot of recognition in the world as well already, right? So we have the mechanics here. The DAO, the DAO sells bonds and distributes rewards to KLIMA holders. Every bond we sell adds to an ever growing green treasury or improve liquidity for key environmental assets, a win-win for people and planet. So basically, they sell bonds and distribute rewards to KLIMA holders who basically purchase their token. They sell bonds in the open market and give rewards to the KLIMA holders who have already paid money to buy and sell those bonds in the open market. Every bond we sell adds to an ever growing green treasury. So every bond they sell, they adds up to evergreen growing treasury or improves liquidity for key environmental assets. So they add those money to the liquidity treasury, which will improve the environmental assets by contributing those things into the natural uh, use case of resources, not putting into the carbon omission and other things which are affecting the environment, right? So it is a win-win situation for the people and the planet. The people are getting the reward by holding the klima, and the nature is also getting reward by getting a contribution by the klima now, right? So this is definitely which is very, very interesting, and we should not miss it. Strong incentives backed by carbon, strong incentives, massive impact. So the massive impact is a very crucial point in this, because we have seen a lot of projects who have only working on the blockchain and all. Their main motive was to, they are definitely an organization, so their main motive is to earn and generate revenue for their people and for themselves. And for themselves is the main goal. We all know that that is not something which we have to hide, right? Definitely it is true. But if you talk about the KLIMA DAO, we see that they are also looking forward to the third main perspective, where they are getting resources from the nature itself, right? So this is something very crucial and interesting point, which is making a massive impact into the market by their project. And that is why they have already mentioned in a lot of good publications, and they have got a lot of recognition in the open market as well, right? So tons of carbon absorbed by KLIMA DAO. Just give me a moment, I have to check with the mic and all, right? Okay, the voice is perfectly fine. And yeah, tons of carbon tons of carbon absorbed by KLIMA DAO. It's like almost 70 million, equivalent to hectare of forest, 87,300 hectare of forest. Cars annual is like 3.79 million cars annually, and 518 million liters of gasoline. So it is a lot of carbon they have already absorbed by KLIMA DAO. And it's time to act. Definitely, it's time to act and invest in the future. Yes, we are looking forward to reserve asset of the carbon economy. Every KLIMA token is backed by a real world carbon asset. Tokens are used to offset carbon emissions, interact with DeFi applications, and get exposure to the rapidly growing global carbon market. 1.58% monthly rewards for token holders. KLIMA tokens are minted and distributed automatically every 7 hours to staked KLIMA holders. Grow your KLIMA holdings as we usher in a more sustainable future together. So definitely 1.58% monthly rewards will be distributed and minted and distributed to every KLIMA holders automatically every 7 hours to stake KLIMA holders. So it is like 7 hours you will be getting a percentage of 1.58% monthly rewards, and you will be getting a monthly reward of 1.58%. Reserve assets, every token in the KLIMA blockchain network as a real use case of carbon asset and grows and contributes onto that, right? Get KLIMA, you can see the tutorial how to purchase this token, get exposure to the growing carbon economy today, acquire, stake, and get rewarded. Financial activism for the climate, right? All the alpha straight to your inbox. New settler, it is new settler, and we have the end of the first page. Let's see what are the other things which we have. About community disclaimer app, they have the application also. And I wanted to check with the, let's see, buy KLIMA, how to buy KLIMA. How to buy KLIMA. KLIMA is a carbon backed digital asset and can be staked for rewards or used to offset digital carbon. Holding KLIMA also empowers you to vote and help govern the digital carbon market. This is a short tutorial for beginners who are new to Web3 and decentralized finance. Here is the summary. The best and the easiest way to get KLIMA is to follow these 3 steps. Create a wallet. We recommend Taurus wallet, but our app support most Web3 wallets, so you can create these wallets and then load your new wallet with the Matic tokens. Matic is the gas that powers the Polygon network. Every transaction you execute on Polygon will require a few cents worth of Matic to pay the network fees and swap for KLIMA. Sushi is the decentralized exchange where you can trade some of your Matic tokens for KLIMA tokens at the lowest possible price. So this is something definitely worthwhile and putting we can have a look into. But one more thing I have to do is like have to check with the white paper also, because it is very interesting to see some projects like this, so we won't be missing the white paper as well, right? Okay. Yeah, this is the white paper. Till it's opening, let's check with the network. The network is fluctuating a little bit, but let's try to cover with it. Okay, so the network. Okay, the network is fine now, guys. Yes, it's resolved and the ping is okay. So here is the white paper for the KLIMA network, and we definitely wanted to see how it works basically, and what are the things which are into the project and all. So let's look into the ecosystem. Here is the ecosystem, and let's have a look into it. KLIMA DAO aims to maximize value creation for its community by creating a virtuous cycle of growth. The activity within the ecosystem will increase the supply of KLIMA. A new KLIMA can only be minted by putting a ton of carbon like a base carbon tone in the KLIMA DAO treasury and removing it from the market. Hence, when scale is achieved, the number of KLIMA backed by BCTs in the treasury will be inversely proportional to the availability of carbon offset on the traditional carbon markets. Removing carbon supply in the market and locking it within the treasury will interfere with demand conditions in the traditional markets, increase the cost of carbon offset and the related tokens. There are two key pieces of infrastructure underpinning the system. Okay, let's see what it is. Carbon offset tokenization, token carbon bridge. PCT based carbon tone KLIMA DAO's based tokens is a carbon offset index token representing a basket of different tokenized carbon tones starting with TC02. Every TC02 represents a unique carbon offset brought on chain using the token carbon bridge moss.earth and C3.app. Each offset is obtained by bringing 1 ton of carbon dioxide emission mitigated or removed from the atmosphere from verified projects across the globe. Key characteristics of the carbon offsets are brought on chain when it is transformed into a T02, including project name, serial number, project type, vintage year, verification standard. Different TC02 tokens can represent carbon offsets from different projects, example, forestry project in Brazil or a soil carbon project from US. However, creating an on-chain market for carbon requires standardization. This is the role of the on-chain carbon pools. Each TC02 can be logged into the carbon pools in rewards for an ERC20 token, such as BCT, UBO, NCT, or NBO. BCT and tokenized carbon tokens within the pools are therefore carbon index tokens based on various offsets from multiple projects. Explore the digital carbon market in the KLIMA. Okay, definitely what will they will be doing into. is like they are collecting a pools of tokens by collecting the funds from the public who are interested to buy the KLIMA token. It is just a layman language which I'm trying to convey with you. And then those projects, they will take it, and then from the pool itself, they will be giving the rewards to the holders by quickly completing those carbon projects and then reducing the carbon and making the environment more eco-friendly on the particular project. For example, they have taken a project in Brazil. They are trying to reduce the carbon over there, and they will work on that. And then the, the amount of money they will be getting, they will be distributing and rewarding their holders, right? So this is something like, it is a short brief which I'm trying to tell you, and this is how their whole ecosystem is working, right? KLIMA DAO ecosystem. The core principle of the KLIMA DAO ecosystem is that a KLIMA token can only be minted by the treasury if at least 1 ton of carbon, like a BCT or other, is deposited in the treasury. So there is the same thing until and unless they will be getting a deposit into the treasury by getting a project which can reduce the carbon in the environment, they will not mint any klima from the ecosystem. So that is how they are reducing the number of klima. No, they are increasing the number of klima by reducing the carbon into the environment, and that is how that is inversely proportional into the open market. So this is something very complicated a little bit, but if you try to understand what I'm saying, then it is an easy thing to understand, right? Okay, so you can just replay this thing and you can have understand that what I was trying to say, and you will be getting a better understanding that what the project is basically working on, and what is their long-term sustainability and vision about their growth, and you know human, what do you say, which is beneficial for the environment as well, right? Because every BCT is covered by a carbon credit that guarantees the mitigation or removal of 1 ton of carbon. This system is built on and internalizes carbon. KLIMA's value is connected with the value of BCT or other digital carbon tokens logged in the KLIMA DAO's treasury. It is fair to say that on-chain carbon and the carbon offset value will be subject to the market events. Definitely, every on-chain data and the market events are directly proportional, because if they will be not getting any kind of projects who are reducing or working on the carbon goal, reducing the carbon goal, then their treasury and the minting of KLIMA DAO is not possible, and that is what will be creating an issue. But that is what is very beneficial for the nature as well, because if the carbon emission will be prevented and decreased, then the environment will go into the green zone again, right? KLIMA's value is connected to the value of BCT or other digital carbon tokens logged in the KLIMA DAO's treasury. It is fair to say that on-chain carbon and the carbon offset value will be subject to market events. Longer-term participants in the KLIMA ecosystem will be incentivized by key protocol mechanism. So we have bonding. Bonding is the process of trading an LP tokens to the liquidity providers token to the protocol for KLIMA. The protocol will evaluate an amount of KLIMA, a discount, and a locking period for the trade. Creating a bond will require participants to give up their LP tokens, and in return, the protocol will bonders with discounted KLIMA relative to the value of on the open market. This enables the treasury to receive more carbon. Definitely, they will be collaborating with other projects to do so, and that is how the bonding and the treasury will increase, and they can work on more carbon or carbon prevention projects, right? Staking is the dilution mechanism. Staking is the dilution mechanism of KLIMA. Staking is designed to give users participants in the ecosystem. The longer participants stake, the more KLIMA tokens they will have when they unstake. Definitely, uh, for it depends upon the longevity, how long you can stake in the KLIMA ecosystem, and according to that, your KLIMAs will go, and you will be rewarded more and more KLIMA tokens at the end of when you unstake that token, right? Tokens. When KLIMA is staked via the staking contract, they receive KLIMA on 1:1 basis, as KLIMA automatically compounds via rebase operations, but the token is not officially listed on any DEX, which is decentralized exchanges, or S-KLIMA can, however, be transferred between wallets. For example, to move your S-KLIMA from a hot wallet to a cold wallet. Definitely, the S-KLIMA will not be able to trade into the decentralized exchanges as of now, but the KLIMA tokens can be purchased there. But if you talk about the transfer from hot wallet to a cold wallet, it can be easily done. For example, you are getting those S-KLIMAs to a ledger, which is a cold wallet. You can easily do that. When staker unstake, they always receive KLIMA on a 1:1 basis for their KLIMA holdings. So this was all about a little bit brief or a little bit a quick view of the project, and you might be getting an idea what the project is definitely working on and how their ecosystem is based on, and their initiative is definitely very, very interesting and helpful, right? So let's see if we find any other things which is or which can be we can look. Bonding, staking, market dynamics, game theory, Olympus inspired, overview, it is developers, DAO governance framework. So we have here tokenomics and mechanism. Okay, let's see game theory. Stake, bond, sell. So basically, it's a game theory which is quite complicated for you guys. So we will not be covering this. We'll try to cover it in other stream, player rules, frontier, underlying dynamic. So basically, these are some complicated terms which are mentioned here. And to let you understand it very easily, we have to be coming out onto the more, and you can also watch the Gate.io AMA sessions as well for this, and you can have a much more. Mm, okay, so we're back, guys, and we will be that is what project was definitely, and this was all from my side, guys. I will be closing the stream within 3 to 4 minutes, and let me just check with few things, and then we will be closing the stream. We will be continuing in the session as well. Just give me a moment. So how you guys can easily get this token? Definitely, there's one platform which we have to go, and that is, we all know, just have to type gate.io, and you will be getting into the home page, from where you will be getting the initial token, right? So what you have to do here, don't have to do anything, just have to come onto the basically gate.io, and then what you have to do here is Just easily click on the trade section, just click on the spot section, and then you have to come on to the token selection, right? What token you have to type? What you have to buy, right? You have to just type here KLIMA and you will get the token. Here it is, just click on it and the charts will be opening in front of you. Here is the chart for KLIMA and you can see that it has already been reached at the time of launch. It's like $9, almost 10. And if you see, it has already recently launched on gate.io. It's like, I guess, 2 weeks, right? Around 2 weeks, it has already been launched. And what you have to do is like, just have to click on here. And for example, I have to buy Lima for $100. You'll be getting 50, and then you have to click on buy, and you will be getting your tokens into your wallets, right? So this is how you can get into this project and participate into this ecosystem, and you can contribute your money into the environmental motive project, and which is definitely very interesting and eco-friendly project, definitely contributing to the environment and the people as well. So this is something which you guys should look and have your interest into this. But as we always say, that these kinds of streams are not any kind of investment or financial advices. These streams are only and only for entertainment and education purpose. So if you find that this project is very interesting and you wanted to be a part of it, definitely you should put your money in. You can put your money in it, and you can be a part of this. But you can only visit onto the gate.io platform. Just click on the trade section and select the amount of tokens which you want to get, and then easily purchase it and be a part of KLIMA DAO, right? But before that, you should always do your own research before any kind of investing. So that is the main thing which I wanted to tell you guys. And as I already know that you guys are much more intelligent than I am, and so yeah, you will definitely do that and become a part of this interesting ecosystem, right? So without being further delay, let's see. Just moving forward to the stream. Is it okay or not? Or we have any kinds of network issue, right? Okay, so everything is good and we can close the stream as of now. Till then, guys, I'll see you guys in the next stream with some another interesting project. But we have another stream tonight. I guess we will be looking forward to some charts and all in the night. So let's have a look into that and let's make that stream also very good, right? Till then, see you guys on to the next stream. And as I always say, stay safe, and we'll definitely go to the moon. Bye bye, guys.